Bev again, and today I want to talk about problem arms, okay? Now, first of all, let me say I am 73 and I'm proud of my arms. How did I get these arms? Okay, let's talk about it. As a personal trainer who helps clients sculpt their bodies, I'd say the most common complaint I hear, mostly from women, is upper arms, right? They don't like their upper arms. Now, there are three types of upper arms that will give me a pretty good indication of why they have problem arms. Okay, the first one is big arms. Now, a person with what I call big arms has a wide arm, a big girth. And when I say squish out, if you push your arms together and they squish out to the side, you'll see when I push my arms down, they don't squish out. If you push your arms together and the upper parts squish out, then you have big arms, okay? This means you have excess body fat, and often it's true in your thighs as well. You can be very highly muscular. You can be very strong, but you can still have big arms, okay? So we're going to talk about why after we talk about each of these three arms. The second type of problem arm are what we call saggy arms, right? Lots of women hate this. You don't want to get out in a high wind, right? The flab is hanging down or blowing in the breeze, right? It's jiggly, it's not firm, it's not very attractive, right? So a lot of these women try spot reduction. Oh, just give me some exercises for my arms, then I'll look great. No. But they end up sacrificing muscle in order to lose that fat. So they actually end up making their metabolism inefficient. And metabolism is your body's ability to burn calories. So you don't want to start screwing around with that. And the third problem arm type that I see are what I call soft arms. And that's the kind of arm, when you touch it, it just, there's nothing to it. There's no firmness. There's no definition to the arm, no tone in the skin. Now, they're not big arms and they're not saggy arms. They're just soft arms, okay? They appear lean or slim. I hate to use the word lean because they're not lean. People use that term, but and the person can have average or even a low body weight. But what's happening with their body is that they have a very low muscle mass. They actually have a very high body fat percentage. And even though they have not a high weight, it doesn't matter. They have a lot of body fat and not much muscle mass. And in the industry, we call this skinny fat syndrome, okay? It's not very healthy, frankly. Now, big arms. What this means to me is, well, the person can certainly be lifting heavy weights, okay? And I've had clients that they lifted more than me and they were stronger than me, but their arms did not look like this. Why? Because for some reason they thought exercising gave them a free ticket to go home and eat whatever the hell they wanted with no guilt. Okay, so they didn't practice portion control. They made poor choices on their foods. Maybe they ate a lot of pasta all the time. They weren't willing to give it up, whatever. So they retained a lot of fat even though they were building muscle. Now, the saggy arm person is a little different, okay? And the worse the sag, the faster the weight loss has occurred. And how has the weight loss occurred? Excess dieting, maybe even a hugely low caloric intake. It could be as low as 600 to 800 calories a day. I mean, practically well, it is starvation. It's below your metabolic rate, so it's going to slow down your metabolism. So saggy arms. Soft arm people also do calorie restriction. They do a lot of dieting off and on. But this person usually either doesn't exercise or does exclusively cardio exercise. You always see them over running on the treadmills. Or sometimes they do a bit of weights, but they're lifting those little 3 and 5 pound weights. Well, good grief, a newborn weighs more than that. Wait till you're a grandmother and you've got to lift a newborn. But anyway, they predominantly do cardio type exercise. So as I say, Not very healthy. Okay, these problems, if you listen to what I've said about them, they're all directly related to how the person gained or lost fat. Okay, so too much food, too much of the wrong food, too little food, starvation, too much cardio, too little weightlifting, relying on this spot reduction business. And let me say, you can't exercise fat. You can only exercise muscle, okay? So are there any secrets to how to get these arms? No, there aren't. If you've been pregnant, you know that your stomach skin comes back. Your skin is elastic. So I used to have saggy arms. I used to have big arms. I made them saggy. I dieted. Sometimes I starved myself. I did everything. I couldn't get good looking arms. So what are the secrets? Well, you could get an arm lift. Ridiculous. It's like liposuction on your stomach. You know, people go out and get liposuction. Well, you know, if you're eating shitty, the fat's got to go somewhere. If it doesn't go there, it's going somewhere else, right? So forget about all that stupid, expensive stuff. Here are your secrets. Do weight training. Use all your muscles. Remember, 2/3 of your muscles are in the bottom half of your body. So make them work too. Lift heavy weights. Make them progressively heavier. Increase the intensity over time. And you're going to get more fat-releasing enzymes and more fat-releasing hormones, which is great. You're going to be able to burn more calories after you leave the gym when you weight lift. I want you to exercise 3, 4, 5, or 6 days a week. And I want you to do it roughly for an hour each day, okay? Depending on your schedule. Cardio. Make your cardio work. You know, if you're on the treadmill, use high intensity interval training, HIIT. If you don't know what that is, Google it. And if you're on other machines, use the machines that use more muscles, okay? Use the stair climber, use the rowing machine, use the upright bicycle. You know, make your cardio worth it. And if you want to build muscle, these two areas, do your weightlifting first and your cardio second. Nutrition. Obviously eat nutrient-dense foods. Avoid processed foods, drink more water, eat more protein, because protein is going to cost you a bunch of calories just to break it down. What else? And remember, eating fat, dietary fat, does not make you fat. It is bad carbs that make you fat. Not all carbs, but simple carbs will make you fat if you eat enough of them. Okay, so what are the tricks? Weightlifting, clean eating, and you better be bloody committed. And then you can look better than me because you're younger, right? Okay, see you in the next video. Bye for now.